Hello and welcome. I'm Kim, and together with my dogs, Bobby and Pilou, I live in my self-built camper van, and we are getting ready to travel Europe together. Come along as we say yes to new adventures.
Hello you wonderful people, welcome back to a new video. We are in France. It's our second day of travel. We came here yesterday. We are in Sourre-le-Château. It's a little village in the north of France, and we just had a little tour. It's really cute. It has a lot of variation in houses. Some of them are really bad, are really like broken down and stuff. But yeah, we just had a nice walk around the village. And now we are going to find a bakery because we are going to get some croissant or maybe some baguette. So let's go find one. En route to the boulangerie I was trying to get to, so the bakery, I found boulangerie au petit plaisir, and I thought, oh, there's the boulangerie, let's stop. But they didn't have croissant, they're all out of croissant. So now I got something else. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a little bread with sugar on it. But I still want to get croissant, so I'm going to find the other bakery. Okay, so I found the other boulangerie. It's closed. So I'm just going to enjoy this one. No croissant for me today. No. I got this, which is like brioche bread with some sugar on it. It looks nice. I am not going to drive around some more to find a boulangerie because I'll probably encounter one anyway. So I'm just going to have a little look and see where we're going to go. And then I'm just going to enjoy this cute little bread. We just arrived at our parking spot in a village called Neul-Chevron, something like that, I don't know. And I saw that the boulangerie is open, so I'm going to see if they have a nice baguette or if they have some croissant for me. So we're going to walk there, and then when we get back, we'll see. Okay, so we're walking in this cute town, but the bakery is closed. It's opening at 4, but I'm not sure if we'll be staying here this long. There's this beautiful church here, but it's crumbling down. Things are falling apart. Oh, I'm so hungry. So I was thinking of just having a little stop for about an hour and a half and then continue driving because I'm really looking forward to nice weather, and it's not. So the further we go south, the more chance we have of good weather. But what I was thinking is that there is an E.Leclerc right next to the camp spot, and because I'm not planning on staying here maybe we'll just park in the parking spot of E.Leclerc and then just eat there, hang out there, and then leave again. Because I think the E.Leclerc will be open and have croissant somewhere. Croissant. Come on, Bobby. Come. Look at the beautiful church. It's really cute, but it's just gloomy and windy and rainy and all of that. But yeah, we're gonna walk back to the van. What is this today with me not finding any croissant in France? Okay, so I'm pretty determined to get a croissant. There's an E.Leclerc, which is just a supermarket which will be open. So but I'm so hungry at the moment that going into a supermarket, you're gonna spend more than you want to spend. But I'm just hungry and getting hangry. I'm really looking forward to getting to the south of France because when I was on my last trip, I was really craving choquette. And they didn't have it, but I'm going to the south of France, so they should have it. Traveling with dogs. If you're passing other dogs, they're going crazy. It's okay. Okay. Okay, so it started raining real bad. Everything's wet, but I got everyone in the back of the van, and I got, let me present to you, une baguette. Oh, I was so hungry. Don't go shopping when you're hungry. I got all the things I didn't need. Let me show you what else I got. Quatre croissants. Don't come for me on my pronunciation. I'm practicing my French, but I got croissant and other stuff. I got something that I totally don't need. That is probably not even good for me. But when I used to go, I think to Spain with my parents when I was younger, we used to get this dessert. And I wanted to get it. It is flan caramel, but they only had this huge pack. But they had it. So I don't think we sell this in the Netherlands. I haven't seen it. I saw it. I was like, yes, you're coming home with me. And I got some brie, which is hopefully, oh yeah, it smells awesome. And I got this, which I didn't need at all. Chocolate cakey things. But I'm going to appreciate these on the road. So now I'm just going to settle here, have something to eat, have something to drink, and then decide if we're going to stay here or if we're going to continue our journey. I'll keep an eye on the weather forecast. Okay, so I put strawberry jam on my croissant and I put the brie on my little baguette, and now I'm just going to watch some Emily et Paris and hang out here and decide what we're going to do next. Just parked up here. We are in a little village. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere below Paris. I wanted to get around Paris today. I was driving in such beautiful roads and it was so much fun, and then it was just like beautiful country roads, and then 3 deer went across the road before me, but I didn't take a video of it, but it was so cute. This parking spot isn't that special. You're allowed to stay 72 hours and it's cute. Okay, you wonderful people, I'm trying to get it in focus. If you hear the heater, I'm sorry about that. we turn on the heater because it's gonna be nice and cozy. Be nice and cozy in the van. In the van. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, story time. This is my little boy. And as I told you in the last video, he hasn't been feeling too well lately. And what happened to him is that he got a neck hernia. And he just moved out of the way for a door. I thought the door hit him, but it didn't. He wants to be on the bed. Come on, Bob. Be careful. So. Oh, he's moving again. Bob. He's sneezing. Oh, Bobby. Bobby's making a mess. Bobby. You're making a mess, my boy. Yeah, you are. Well, anyhow, what happened was he moved out of the way for a door that opened inward, a house door, and he moved and it just popped, I guess, or maybe it was already a little bit torn, but it got worse. And I thought that the door had hit him in the neck. He was screaming. He was really uncomfortable. He was really in a lot of pain. So I took him to a vet, after 36 hours. I thought I'd just wait a little bit because I thought he just hurt himself. And she gave him pain medication. And she told me to keep him a little bit, do not walk him too much, to keep him still a little bit, like rested. And so I did, but he was so uncomfortable, he wasn't moving. Well, then he got his pain medication, he was starting to feel better, and I took him to the chiropractor because I thought the door had hit him, so he was probably in pain because something had shifted in his neck. And I went there and she said, she's awesome by the way, she said, it might be a hernia, but I'll check him out. And she checked it out, and she kind of manipulated a little bit of pieces in his back that weren't doing too well. And then, like, a week had passed, and after a week, or 6 days, 7 days, I'm not sure, I was allowed to stop his pain medication, and he was really bad. So I went back to the doctor, and she said, I think it's a hernia. We have to do an MRI or a CT scan and all that jazz. So then I called my holistic vet, because whenever something really major is happening and they want to do surgery, I want to see what our other options are. So I did that. I went to the holistic vet. They gave us, they fitted us in a couple of days. How do you call this? In the Dutch word is spoed. Emergency, I guess. Spoed. I'm not sure what the English word is. But they made an appointment for us sooner than they would usually have a spot for us. And they did acupuncture on him 3 times. And in the meantime, he was still taking his pain medication and some other medication, some holistic medications that he's still getting. No painkillers anymore, but other things for his nerves. And lo and behold, is that the right word? He got better. So I'm really happy. In the beginning, I was a little bit unsure about if he was really ready. But I talked to the vet that helped him, and she said if anything would happen on the road, I still have pain medication and I have my holistic medication, so I could just immediately start those. And she said there are a lot of acupuncturists in Spain and Portugal that could help you out as well. So if anything would happen, I'm thinking of going to Portugal, by the way. So if anything would happen, I could go visit one of these over there in another country, and we should be fine. But up to now, he's doing great. But it really made me realize that he's 9.5. He's almost, well, he's not almost 10. He'll be 10 in July, the 23rd of July. So, yeah. That made me realize that he's also getting older. But he's still doing great. Now he's doing better and he's doing great. So that's what happened to him. And luckily he recovered without any surgery. Surgery is still an option. So if this would return multiple times, we would go and do the MRI, and we would have it do surgically, but they thought it was only the neck hernia, but the acupuncturist noticed some places in the lower back that would also be hernia. So we would have to figure out how to deal with that, because we can't, I don't know if they can operate on 3 points at the same time, but we'll see. And then there was Pilou. When I found out what was going on, I felt really bad, like a really bad dog mom, because she basically had the same thing that Dulok used to have when she was smaller. But I had it backwards in my head, because she eats stuff off the ground. So she eats like bird poo, sometimes dog poo. It's gross. She eats stuff off the ground, just things she finds. And then she gets sick and has diarrhea, or I don't know if you want to hear about this, but she needs to go to the bathroom at night and she pukes. And I thought that because she was eating off the street, she wasn't doing well, because the food that we had for her, which is the same I had for Bobby, is was checked on her when she was 6 months old. But like the vet said, the holistic vet, after a year and a half, 2 years, their immune system just gets a balance, and then things like this come out. So the picture was all correct. When she got a certain age, she got worse. So turned out she's allergic to a lot of things, but also cow and chicken. And she's now on a different diet than Bobby is. Bobby has a spectacular diet with a lot of things in it, but it's not good for her. So she is now on kibble made out of mealworms, which I never knew existed, and duck. So I also have duck, like little chewy things, and I have duck little treats, because I used to have horse meat treats, but that's not really good for her either. Bobby really likes those, by the way, so I'm really having to keep it separated. And she's doing better. They gave her some medicine to make her spleen feel better. They gave her probiotics and something else for allergies. So she's on these drops, and she should actually be checked out after 8 weeks. So when we will be back in the Netherlands, whenever, I think in summertime, I will go back to the vet, have Bobby checked out again, have her checked out, and I have to also, in September, I have to get the rabies redone. So I'll do all of that at once. So that was going on. So I have 24 kilos of dog food for Bobby with me, which is way too much. But that was what I had calculated for both of them. And now I also have, I think, 14 kilos of dog food for Pilou. So my van is stuffed with dog food. It's bonkers, but it's okay. I have everything they need. And I'm not sure if I can get, Bobby has, what's it called? Eden Pet Foods, which is a British brand, and Pilou has something else. And I'm not sure if I can get it abroad. So I just figured I'll just take it along. And, yeah, so they're doing good now. Pilou is still on the medicine. She can have it. I don't know how long she'll have it, but I know after like 8 weeks, I'll just call the doctor again and ask them if I can stop the medication. She's doing better. She's not puking. She's really better. But I feel really bad because I thought because she eats off the street, she's getting sick. But the thing was, because her kibble was messing up her like stomach and colon, I think. She was trying to find other things outside to get it corrected. So that was going on, and I didn't really know that because Durak had the same thing, but Durak just responded to her food. She didn't eat anything off the street. So I thought that eating off the street was making her sick. Another lesson learned, I guess. But she's doing better now, so I'm really happy about that. And Bobby is actually great. And I'm starting to get more relaxed with picking him up, letting him jump sometimes. I'm trying to avoid it, but he's been jumping in and out of the van so much already that it's hard to teach him something different. But that's what was going on with Bobby and Pilou, and they're doing good now. So I'm just trying to think happy thoughts. We're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. So let's just keep that in mind. And yeah, so that's the story about Bobby and Pilou. We are here at night. Oh, well, it's actually dark now. That went really fast. It's dark outside now. I'm just trying to get through France pretty quick because I really like France, and maybe we'll hang out a little bit more in the south of France, but it's rainy, it's gloomy, it's cold. I'm looking forward to having some sun. And also I want to get past the Pyrenees, or at least somewhere around the Pyrenees, because if snow would come, we would quickly go past it. And I think also in Spain, there's a couple of places inland where you can get snow. And I want to go past that because I don't have any snow chains with me in the van. Because I was hoping never to be using those. So yeah, this is the end of this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so thankful that you guys are still here. Even when I wasn't posting, I was getting more and more followers. Very thank you. Welcome, new followers, for being here. Old followers, thank you so much for still being here with me and waiting for me to start traveling again.
in the next video, I'll get back to what I changed in the van, because some things have changed and I would like to show you guys. So I'll talk about that in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And in the meantime, don't forget to say yes to new adventures.